So you're kind of f***ed. But thank you so much for having us. I mean, I don't want to come across as too like cocky and self-absorbed. The thing about being in a band and being as famous and as big as we are is that we don't have to stand in line anymore, so we don't remember what it's like.
I see it from both sides now. I know how to, I think I'm better at approaching people. You know, I see fans and they're so excited. I have fans that will come up and meet us, or if we're at a restaurant eating or something. It could, you know, just certain things you learn how to learn and how to approach people. But I'm still get nervous. I still go meet people all the time from my favorite movies when I'm home in Hollywood, and yeah, it's. But I think I know both sides of it now. I know what it's like when people approach me, and I try to approach people in that same way, where I'm not like, you know, prying or anything. Not that anyone has done that, but there has been some awkward things in the past.
If I go to the store to buy like toilet paper, everyone's like, oh, you can skip the line, you know, go before me. And then when I get to the cash register, they're like, no, you don't have to pay for that toilet paper. Come on, you're Zak from Clawfinger. It's a weird lifestyle and it's not for everyone, but I recommend it.
Also ein Musiker, der keine Musik mehr hört, der würde verenden wie ein Koch, der nichts mehr isst. Das ist einfach, das muss sein. Das ist auch wie eine Art Droge und natürlich eine sehr stimmungsabhängige Sache. Man weiß jeder selber, man hat mal Bock auf die Mucke, mal Bock auf die Mucke, aber das ist ja das Tolle, dass Musik so vielseitig ist und Musik meines Erachtens auch die Kunstform ist, die am allerschnellsten wirkt.
Absolutely, I'm very inspired by other musicians. I love listening to new upcoming bands, even the old bands that I listened to my whole life. I get inspired by listening to, go back to old records and stuff. Absolutely, you can never stop learning, and the day I do that, I think it's over, right? It's not fun anymore, you know, so then I quit.
Typo Negative, auf jeden Fall. Ich habe sie live gesehen auf einem Festival und das war irgendwie, ich habe mich super krass gefreut, aber es war irgendwie voll das unangenehme Konzert, weil hinter mir war ein Typ, der hat jeden Text, wirklich jedes Wort so krass mitgesungen, so dass ich dann irgendwann da weggehen musste und dann war ich an einem Platz, wo alle Menschen größer waren und dann habe ich nicht mehr viel gesehen.
I met Ozzy last September for the first time, and I was very nervous. I even had a friend, a good friend that was close with him that introduced me. So it was a cool way to meet him. But still, I went in and I was nervous. And Ozzy, he called me over. I was in front of a table and I was literally just talking like we are right now. And he's like, "Come over." And I went, "What? Get over here." And I went, "Am I supposed to do this?" And I went behind the table and he like put his arm around me and we took a photo and I could not stop smiling.
Yeah, I'd probably get a little nervous if I finally got to meet the Metallica guys. Those are like the only heroes of mine that I have not met yet. All my other heroes, my thrash heroes growing up, you know, but Megadeth, Anthrax, Slayer, I've gotten to meet all those guys, and I've been really lucky, and they've all been cool with me. But yeah, I've still have not met the Metallica guys, except for Robert. I met Robert when he was playing with Ozzy on Ozfest '99 or 2000, and so me and Robert were the only Mexican dudes on the tour. So like, hey, he came up to me and was like, hey. Robert's awesome.
Steven Tyler from Aerosmith is on my list. He would be a person that I'd probably be a little nervous around. He's probably the last one that I haven't. Blackie Lawless and Steven Tyler are my last two rock gods I haven't yet to meet. We're playing a show with Wasp in a couple of weeks. I'm hoping that's got to connect with Blackie.
To be honest, I'm going to be like honest now and not pretend to be a big rock star. I feel quite intimidated by most bands that are reasonably big. We've had a chance to meet loads of bands that we've really liked and played with through the years, I always get nervous. We did South America in '95 with Ozzy Osbourne, Alice Cooper, Faith No More, Paradise Lost. It was like, guys, we're hanging out at the hotel, a 5-star hotel in Rio de Janeiro, and there's Mike Patton. I'm like, what the fuck am I gonna say to him? And he comes up to us and talks to us. I'm like, it's Mike Patton. And there are loads of different versions of this. With Paige Hamilton from Helmet, I managed to muster up the courage to actually go and ask for a picture. But I have a hard time because I'm always, because if it's bands you love, you're like.
We've played with and met a lot of people that we've looked up to, and you just kind of realize that everybody's just a person, you know. And me and Luke have worked, like before we did this stuff, you know, our whole lives we worked in venues doing security or working behind the bar or loading or being a stagehand. So we've like pretty much worked with some of the biggest artists in the world in some sort of capacity, and you just realize they're just some guy, you know. So it takes all the stress off of that for you.
Everybody's got to wipe their own ass, you know. I mean, that's just the bottom line. But I would say if there was one person I was like, holy shit, I'm actually like a little nervous, it would have been Chad Kroeger from Nickelback. Within 10 minutes, he's shaking my face going like, wow, we're the same person, you know. It's like just the coolest feeling in the world. And it's just, it backed up everything I always thought. And, you know, me and Jesse were just like, holy crap, this is surreal that we are even at your house writing a song. It's the best thing in the world.
You don't really want to meet those people you admire because you're, number one, you're scared you're going to shit up. Number two, you're scared they're not going to be as cool as you think they're going to be. But I think number one is just like, I don't want to say shit to this person. I want this person to be like my admiration and my rock star. So you just kind of stay away from that shit. There are so many times I wish I'd taken photos with bands I've loved, but I've never done it because I'm like, no, I don't want to go into that sort of risk zone.
I don't really want to meet any of the guys that I grew up listening to. I don't think I want to meet Ted Nugent. I don't even know if I want to meet Jimmy Page or like you know, like maybe I want to meet Tony Iommi. But what would I say to that guy? I have no idea, you know.
Definitely Ace Frehley.
Oh, wait, yeah, I want to meet.
I would be nervous meeting Ace Frehley.
I met Joey
because I love him so much.
I met Joey Ramone, and I was so nervous about. I went up to him and I said, "I like gin and tonic too," and that was it.
I thought I met Joey Ramone once, but it was Patti Smith.
Whoa. All right.
That's an untrue story.
No, that is true. I swear to God, that is true. She looked exactly like Joey Ramone.
To him.
Ich habe die Person, bei der ich wirklich nervös wurde, sie zu treffen, habe ich schon getroffen. Und das war eine sehr strange Situation, weil ich bin ein riesen Nick Cave-Fan. Wenn ich ein Konzert sehe, sind das die Konzerte, die mich am allermeisten berühren, wo ich Gänsehaut bekomme, wo ich anfange zu weinen und wo ich könnte 5 Tage hintereinander zum Nick Cave-Konzert gehen und es wäre für mich eine super Zeit. Ein Bekannter von mir kannte Leute aus der Band und es war ein riesen Trara. Der Abend endete aber dann, dass ich mich einfach die ganze Zeit nicht getraut habe, da jetzt so hinzugehen und ein Foto zu machen, bis dann irgendwann dieser Kumpel, der mich da reingeholt hat, meinte so, die fahren jetzt gleich, die sind auf dem Weg zum Bus und ich mich dann so durchringen musste und dann wie so ein Schulmädchen daneben stand. Und deshalb gibt es jetzt dieses wunderschöne Foto von Nick Cave und mir, wo ich ungefähr so aussehe.
Into my arms, oh Lord.
Basically, every band I've ever loved, I stay away from. True story. I actually don't think so. And I think that's probably the main reason why we keep going. We're still waiting for someone from Metallica or Pantera or whatever to be like, guys, thanks to you, we started. And when that happens, I can quit the band and just go to sleep.
Yes, a lot of great musicians that I looked up to and looking up to has come to me later years and said, you're a badass drummer And Mickey, I just watch you as insane. Oh my God, you play great, and your band, you sounded awesome. I'm a big fan, and it's a pleasure being on tour with a real drummer, stuff like that. And again, that's the gold medal for me. I don't care about anything else then. I was only so and so old. I was sitting there watching this person, and they inspired me to become this person that I am. And now they see me play great, and they like what I do. That's of course. It's like you want to impress your parents in the beginning, look at me, I can do this,
It's not easy to approach very big bands, especially if they are playing headliners. You can meet them, and when they see us, probably they don't even know us, but when they see us play live, they recognize our energy, our passion in this, and they always make compliments to us. Like they give handshakes and guys, you kicked ass, you made a good gig. It was a beautiful concert.
We were in Brazil recently, a couple months and a half ago, and we did get a chance to perform with Angra, one of their songs, Nova Era. And it was a special experience. We did it at their show, and afterwards we hung out a bit with Rafael Bittencourt, and we were impressed at how much he was paying attention to what we did in those 2 minutes on stage, and how he was able to dissect and analyze what we did, and how he was very, very open-minded, and obviously he liked it, and that was probably a moment I will mostly remember. Yeah.
Gibt's natürlich immer wieder. Wir sind überrascht, wen mein Vater so geprägt hat in der ganzen Szene, und automatisch jetzt, dass ich halt natürlich auch seit 10 Jahren jetzt dabei bin und auch einiges an Musik schon mitgeschrieben habe, ist man immer wieder überrascht auf Festivals, wenn jemand zu dir ankommt und du denkst, okay, wow, so, wenn jetzt N-Trax sich hinstellt und sagt, ey, wir machen das eigentlich alles nur wegen dir und keine Ahnung, dann ist das natürlich schon was Besonderes. Also nicht wegen mir, aber wegen dem Namen Dirk Schneider am Ende des Tages. Und das ist natürlich immer wieder faszinierend zu sehen, wie viele Leute das angesteckt hat damals.
No, I can't think of anything, seriously. That's no.
Just got the plaque.
Oh yeah, hey, look at this. Deine Clawfinger. This is it. Thanks to these guys, we can finally stop playing and just retire, because obviously we mean more to In Extremo than their own personal band. And we're sorry, In Extremo, that we ruined your career, but we're obviously better than you, and we're more handsome than you, and we're younger than you, even though we've been playing longer. So you're kind of f***ed. But thank you so much for having us.
Loud Society.